Hello friends, today you are going to learn with Praveen to cover the chapter Components of Food. Food is essential for all organisms found on our earth, including human beings. Food can be classified into the components. There are mainly 6 types of components that include carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals and roughage. First type is carbohydrates. A carbohydrate is a nutrition that provides us energy to go throughout the day. There are mainly 2 types of carbohydrates, which are sugars and starch. Sugar, also called a simple carbohydrate, examples fruits and honey. Starch, also called the complex carbohydrate, examples are potato, wheat, rice, corn. This sugar can be easily absorbed by our blood and gives us energy. But this starch have to be first digested and converted into the glucose, which is the simplest form, and then absorbed by our blood to give the energy. Next we have this fats. Fats is the stored food. There are mainly 2 types of fats: saturated and unsaturated. Saturated are the fats which are solid in the room temperature, and unsaturated are those which is liquid at the normal room temperature. How we can find out that one component of food has fats or not, or how much amount of fats are there in that? If take any fat surface product and rub on a piece of paper, if it is opaque, then there is very low fat content. If translucent, then normal, and then if transparent, then a very high fat content. Next we have is proteins. Proteins are nutrition that repair our body cells and maintenance, or they are also called the body building food. How we can find out that food has a protein or not? First, to require that, first take up a container and a food sample. Crush the food sample and place in a beaker and pour some water. After then, drop some copper sulfate solution and then sodium hydroxide solution. Then if it turns violet to purple in between colors, so we conclude that it has fats in it. Next is vitamins. Vitamins help us to maintain the health. So there are 2 types of vitamins: fat soluble vitamins and water soluble vitamins. Fat soluble vitamins are that which has fat, which include vitamin A, C, D, K, and water soluble vitamins include the which have water in that, which includes vitamin B, which includes B1, B2, which is called as a complex of B1, B. Next we have is minerals. Minerals help us for the proper functioning of our body. Minerals are of 2 types: microminerals and trace minerals. So microminerals are the minerals which are required in a large quantity to the body, and trace minerals are the minerals which are required in a less amount by our body. Examples of microminerals are calcium, potassium, and trace minerals are zinc, copper, iron. Then we have is roughage. Roughage is help us to digest our foods. It is also called the dietary fibers. Examples of these are bananas, cauliflower. What? Human body is made up of about 70% of the body. What is the water help us in transport of minerals to regulate body temperature, etc. Then we have is balanced diet. What is a balanced diet? A balanced diet is a diet which includes all these 6 components of the food in a right amount. Just if you have for a lunch you have chapatis, dal and fruits. Which carbohydrate is provided by with chapati and proteins is by the dal and the fats is by the butter which you put on the dal or the butter on the chapati, and we have is minerals and vitamins from the fruits, and roughage which is present in fruit. Just then we have is diseases. What happens if we do not eat a right amount of these? We got up a disease. So disease of carbohydrates is that it do not, if you do not eat a carbohydrate, you will get tired often. That's why when you are tired, you often crave for the sugary drinks. Then with the proteins, there is two diseases we can get. That is, one is Keshogar and second is Marimus. The Keshogar is the deficiency disease with the carbohydrates and Marimus of the proteins. Then we have is vitamins. Vitamin A gives night blindness. Vitamin B gives the beriberi. C gives the scurvy. D gives the rickets, and K gives the excess bleeding of the blood if any wound. Then we have is minerals. We get diseases like from the calcium. If we do not calcium or potassium, we do not eat enough, then we got the rickets in the children. So friends, what we learned today in the components of food is carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals and roughages. And we also learned about the water, balanced diet, diseases which were caused by the carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals. So friends, at the last, thanks for watching.